Welcome to DBL. Good morning, everybody. We got a full panel with our own Dr. Coley joining us this morning. Very good to see you.
Oh, she has an accent today.
I have to be highbrow. Okay, we're starting today with Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson, right? On her show yesterday, she came clean about how she lost all of her weight. So previously, if you didn't know, listen to this. She said she did it with a healthy diet and walking more. But while talking with Whoopi Goldberg, she admitted to taking a weight loss drug. Let's take a look.
First of all, it's all the weight I've lost because I've lost almost 2 people.
I have lost a lot as well.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm doing that wonderful shot that
Yeah.
works for folks who need some help, and it's been really good for me.
No, mine is a different one than people assume, but I ended up having to do that too because my blood work got so bad.
And it's great for people like us who have, issues.
My doctor chased me for like 2 years, and I was like, no, I'm afraid of it. I already have thyroid problems. I was afraid, and everybody thinks it's Ozempic. It's not. It's something else. But it's something that aids in helping break down the sugar. Obviously, my body doesn't do it right.
Okay, so some fans reacted by calling her a liar. Others said they were disappointed, but not surprised. Dr. Coley, I'm curious why you think, just professionally, have you seen this, why you felt like she had to lie?
Every patient of mine that I bring this up with has that same struggle. And I'm surprised to hear that it took 2 years because I knock on that door every single day, but it is really hard. We have this culture about obesity that makes people embarrassed, that gives them the stigma that equates obesity to laziness. And so people feel like taking a medication is a shortcut. It's a judgment. People are going to judge them for it. And so when I try to bring it up, I say, no, this is a biological problem. We need a biological solution, which is a medication. But I'm not surprised to hear her say this because I have to struggle with my patients almost every
So
single
it's a lot of shame.
It is
shame.
So what do you guys think? I mean, have you seen this as well?
There's so little discernment, I feel. Like I've been very open to say that if I were able to take a drug like this right now, I wouldn't, simply because what my goal weight would have to be something that I would have to get there by diet and exercise. I'm also not an obese person. So those are 2 different things. Now, I have told my husband that if I were to become pregnant, this is our weight, and we are going to lose this by investing in something that is going to get this weight off of me because this weight belongs to us.
I've never thought about it that way.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
So I think that when you're having these conversations, no one's really exercising discernment, and also the idea, I believed Kelly be health. I'm gonna believe it.
But she told us that she was just out there walking.
Yeah. Right.
That's like, that sucks. I'm sorry. Like, for all the people out there that are trying so hard to lose weight, and you see someone like Kelly Clarkson, who for years you identified with, because they too said it is so difficult for me to lose weight. And then all of a sudden she drops the weight, and you're hoping to hear what that secret is. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, I was walking. Like, she doesn't owe it to them, but at the same time, if you have that platform, I think another way to destigmatize the shame is to be open and honest, in my opinion.
And not to feed the narrative that just walking and changing your diet is going to shed weight like this.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to hear you guys, if your doctor said to you, you need to take a medication to lose weight because you're overweight and have health-related conditions because of your weight, well, how would you react?
I'd be at the pharmacy in 2 seconds. I have no problem. Science changed my mother's life. She started walking. I highly believe in science. I fully believe that if a doctor had that in mind, they are seeing a holistic look at me. My heart, my head, my blood, my everything, cholesterol. And I'm just like, that's what I believe in. Science.
Same. I mean, I just want to be healthy for my kids. So
well,
if my doctor
I'm so glad
said
that she and Oprah have now admitted, because I think this has changed. This is setting the example for people everywhere to embrace these weight loss drugs as a way to change their health and change their life.
I think, oh no. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think that Oprah gave her license to say it because Kelly is the new version of the everyday woman that Oprah once represented on our daily daytime television. So I think that Oprah kind of gave her permission to be a little bit more honest, which, I mean, you got to be honest with yourself. But speaking of weight loss drugs, we're finally getting the results of the longest clinical trial for Wegovy. Now, in the interest of disclosure, you're actually a paid consultant for Novo Nordisk, which is the maker of this drug. What did this trial reveal about those health benefits?
You know, when this trial was revealed in fall of last year, there was standing room only. Every cardiologist was literally,
you guys were geeking out
on the edge of our seats because this was, developed as a diabetes drug. Then we realized it's getting the weight off. Now we're realizing that it's preventing heart attacks and strokes.
Wow.
And even in people who didn't lose weight, it prevented heart attacks and strokes. So you might be asking me, well, why is that? Inflammation is the common thread here. So being obese creates inflammation, and having heart disease creates inflammation. So now we've realized as cardiologists that we need to use this drug to prevent heart attacks and strokes in patients with heart disease and obesity. The next question we're asking is, should we even apply it to patients without obesity?
Right, like fibromyalgia is to do with a lot of inflammation. And other things.
Would it help with that?
We don't know yet. The studies hasn't been done, but what was interesting is that they actually started having fewer heart attacks and strokes before they even lost the weight. Wow. So we think it's even potentially independent of the weight, and that's what's really fascinating about this.
Wow. What did the trial reveal? Did you just answer that?
Well, it's so for heart disease prevention, but what was also interesting is that people lost about 10% of their body weight and kept it off for 4 years. So you know how we're always talking about, hey, does the weight come back on? Or people have to stay on it? So if they stayed on the drug, they actually kept the weight off for 4 years. So that was also really reassuring that you can maintain long-term weight loss with this. And so I really want us to start thinking about our entire health, not just about our heart, not just about our weight, but about everything. And I want us to stop thinking of this as a vanity medication.
Yes.
I want us to think about this as a heart disease medication, because we've talked about heart attacks and strokes, but we're also seeing signals for heart failure. We're also seeing signals for kidney protection, and we're also seeing signals for potentially dementia and other things. So I really want us to start thinking about this as a total body medication.
I wish my mom had gotten on this. I do.
Corey,
I think it would.
you think it would have helped?
Strokes and stuff.
Yeah.
I just wonder what it's like. I'm so glad we're advancing that way. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Coley. DBL Nation, follow Dr. Coley on social media at Pyle Coley MD. Also be sure to subscribe to her YouTube page. Plus check out her podcast, Heart of Medicine, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Coming up on